Hi, I'm Jenny Rushmore of Cashmerette, and today I'm going to be showing you how to sew curves. So the first curve I'm going to show you is a fairly simple one, and it's where both pieces of fabric are curved in exactly the same way. So all I've done is line them up at the edge and pin them. And now let's go to the machine. Okay, so I'm going to sew the curve on this one. So I'm going to mark my seam allowance on my machine using a post-it note just to make it super easy to see where I'm going. And I'm going to put my fabric under here. So lowering the presser foot, I'm going to back stitch first. So a few stitches forward, a few stitches backwards using the back stitch press. The key thing with curves is you need to be gently moving the fabric as you're going so that the seam allowance here, or the amount you see here, is always matching up. Now, the place you really need to be looking is is the edge of the fabric aligned at this point? So in line with the needle, but at the edge of the fabric. If you look at the needle, you're likely to go wrong. You want to look at the edge of the fabric the whole time. The needle will always be in the same place, it's fine. Look here, and particularly about here, because what you don't want to do is this to wobble, because if this wobbles, then you're not getting a pure curve. So you can turn your machine down to slow, whatever it is that's going to help you do it. So I'm going to gently, as it's going through, I'm gently guiding the fabric. I'm not pulling it or pushing it hard. And I'm keeping it even there. I'm going to back stitch, press a foot up, take it off the machine. And there you have an evenly sewn curve. The second type of curve that you might encounter is something like this, which is known as a princess seam, where this part goes over your bust and therefore is very curved. You can see when I put them together that it's almost like two darts, but it's been made into two pieces. So in this case, we have a convex curve and we have a concave curve, and it's a little bit trickier putting them together. Now, the key thing to remember is that at the sewing line, which is the line inside the seam allowance, these two match exactly. But at the edge of the fabric, they don't. They're actually slightly longer than the stitch line just because of the geometry of how curves work. What that means is we need to focus on having the pieces together at the sewing line and not worry too much if there's a little bit of crinkling or buckling at the edge of the fabric. And you'll start seeing that even when you are pinning the pieces together. So I'm going to start with the pinning, and you can actually do this in a number of different ways, but I'm going to show you the way that's going to be most clearest for you at home. So I'm going to flip this piece over. And as you can see already, you're like, these don't look like they go together super easily. So I'm going to start by pinning them at the bottom here. And I'm going to pin them perpendicular. But another thing you can do if you want is pin along the seam line to make sure that that's where you're getting them exactly correct. But I prefer to do it this way, but it is up to you. Then, ideally, what you want to do is use notches that are on the pieces to align them. But it depends, you may or may not have notches. Another thing you can do is simply do the other end, which is what I'm going to do now. So I've now pinned two ends, and you can see that there's this kind of buckling. But when I push the pieces in towards each other, actually, they're meeting. So now what I'm going to do, again, use notches if you have them. I'm going to pin that there. And as you do it, oh, hold on, that's the wrong place. As you do it, you can keep the pieces slightly curved over your fingers, and that will help you to keep the pieces together. So again, we're focused on them being together at the seam line and less on the edges of the fabric being perfectly aligned. So As you can see, this is not a totally flat piece in the way that normally when you sew two straight pieces together, they are. But at the seam allowance, it will be flat. It's just that we have this buckling from the extra curve. So as we sew around the piece, we just want to make sure that we're not catching or creating any folds at these points. So let's go and sew this. So now we're going to sew this princess seam. So the basic principles are the same. I'm going to have the fuller piece on the top, and that's going to help me just make sure that I'm not catching any of the fabric in little folds. In the longer term, when you're a bit more of an advanced sewist, it's actually better to do it this way round because the feed dogs help bring this in. But as a beginner, it's a little easier to do it this way. So I'm going to mark on my machine where my seam allowance is using a post-it note in this case, just to make it extra clear and so you can also see what I'm doing. So I'm going to start with a little back stitch. Oh, let me just make the threads over here. There we go. And then I'm just going to slowly go down. This part isn't so curved. I'm taking out pins as I go. And as with the previous sample, where I'm really looking is over here. So this is the piece where it needs to be hitting the post-it note and be even the whole time. You can stop and start as much as you need to in order to help make sure that where you're sewing is flat. And I am gently moving the fabric round, taking the pins out. And then you can adjust the fabric as needed. If you need to lift the presser foot, make sure the needle is down. So I'm going to lift the presser foot and just flatten this out. I actually find it easier to sew without the pins, so I'm just going to do that. Round the corner. To the end. And there we have our curved seam. So we just want to check on both sides that we haven't caught anything. We haven't, and we are good. So now we have our princess seam that's been sewn. And as you can see, it's a very three-dimensional piece here because ultimately it's going to go like this over your bust. This is only a half example. Obviously, yours would go across the whole bust. Now, as I mentioned, this edge is longer than the seam allowance. So what we do is we snip into it and that releases the tension and allows it to spread and allows you to press it flat. If you now go and watch my video on pressing. So I'm just making clips around it. I'm going close to, but not through the stitching line. And basically what happens is it just opens up a little bit. So it allows the seam to be totally flat and opens it up. And then when you press it, you are just going to press those clips apart and you will have a nice flat seam. If you'd like to see more videos to help you learn to sew, head over to cashmere.com/learn to sew. And I highly recommend picking up a copy of my book, Sewing the Curve. I wrote this book so that curvy people like me could learn how to make a wardrobe of garments that make you feel so confident and also fit well. I cover everything from setting up your sewing machine to understanding sewing patterns and fabric, all the way to making your first garment. It comes with 6 full-size sewing patterns in sizes 12 to 32 and cup sizes C to H. So if you're thinking about sewing, you're excited about it, but you're uncertain where to begin, I really recommend picking up a copy of Sewing the Curve.